everybody, back to SaltyChillersEntertainment Sports Network. In tonight's matchup, we have Richnumbers versus Salt Logic, and tonight I am joined with Jaeger Hunter. Now we'll go down to Valentine for the questions.
Thank you, Hero. Hey, Rich, what are you expecting out of tonight's match?
A lot of magic be thrown in the air.
A lot of magic. Can you expand on that?
Well, between lightnings, since I now know Salt's using lightning, the fire that I'd be throwing in his Ravager mode can sometimes I feel keep me at bay with my long range. So I'd play a little more tactical of how and when to use my spells, and make sure that he can't get on top of me, since he does have the type advantage on me.
That's really good to think about. Good luck on tonight's match. Salt, what's your game plan tonight?
I honestly, at this point, I don't know. It's just going to be a series of just dancing around traps if I get in close. Honestly, I'm just hoping I can get lucky to find that small opening and make my move. Otherwise, it's going to be one long match.
Oh, well, we're looking forward to it. Tonight's going to be one heck of a brawl. Back to you, Hero.
All right, thank you, Valentine. Jaeger, what are your thoughts going into this matchup?
Well, since I fought Rich before, Salt's gonna have a pretty difficult time going in because of all the traps, and that holy definitely is gonna play a huge part in this little battle. So it all depends on how Salt approaches the situation, because right now Yushola has a pretty strong chance of winning.
That is true, but also my understanding of things is the assassin class should have the advantage over the marksman, because the assassin should be able to close those gaps quick and be able to manage and keep the marksman at bay. But the white mage, though, is quite difficult to battle against.
Actually, but if you look at the stage currently, it's kind of in the favor of Salt because he has all these barriers to protect him from the projectile. So if he plays his game right, he can win this.
Yeah, he can definitely play the game right, and that he just knows he has to be careful of that fluid aurora, because that is going to be the bane of him, especially the type of HP attack that Rich is using.
Yeah, he should definitely keep his distance. And as I say that, he gets hit by a holy. Oof.
Yeah. That was a well placed, and as now he gathers up his HP, and he knows when to drop that so he doesn't get slammed by that HP attack. Because as we know by playing it, that any attack other than HP will not break her from her special ability.
True, true. And it looks like Salt's finally using his surroundings by using the boxes and the carts as shields against the projectile. So let's see if this actually makes a difference in how this match turns out.
Yeah, he's trying to make sure he uses his bravery regain and bravery conduit to get his bravery up. But sometimes building the bravery up is not the best strategy. Sometimes you have to hit when you get the chance.
He's trying to close it in, but Yushola is doing a really good job at zoning him. So Saul is definitely having a pretty difficult time. And since Rich is sitting on a pretty amount of bravery, I'm pretty sure Salt is on his tippy toes, trying to figure out if he's going to throw an HP attack or if he's going to do a bravery attack. So
yeah, and as pointed out, he has to be able to know when to switch back and forth between his two attack modes, when to play range and when to get in close. But the Ravager mode isn't always the best. It's very situational. And he is on the ropes right now trying to get onto Rich.
Oh, but the HP attack, okay. So that was his plan. So that HP attack looks like it's there to counter Yushola if she attempts to do an EX skill right when he's still alive. So I'm not sure if that's going to really work or not in his favor.
Because as it sounds right now, he's in a tight... He has to keep Rich away from the traps and get that wall rush in, and...
Oh, and he was in a corner, so he couldn't really escape. And right now he's just below 50% health or more.
He's got to move quick if he wants to keep himself alive. If not, it's going to come down to his next match. He's got
He
the very
has
good
little
climb.
under a minute left. Can Salt really do anything in this matchup?
It's so hard to tell. I mean, Rich has been keeping him on the ropes the entire time, but he has yet to be able to land a solid HP hit whatsoever this match.
And I think that's the first actual close bravery attack that he's actually been able to land. They're both within kill range right now. If something's landed. Oh,
It's so hard to tell. He had a chance for the kill shot, and he's got the combo, but nothing yet. He needs to follow through
oh,
right now.
Walrus,
The
he could do
HP.
something here.
He came
Oh,
close. Where did he go wrong? His HP
I think
attack.
he forgot the dash cancel, and that was the problem there. Oh,
Oh,
this could have been a really close match if those HP attacks had actually hit.
yeah, but it's Rich with the win at 15:22 and Salt at 7:32. That must have been a tough match for Salt to manage. We'll take it down.
Definitely.
We'll take it down to Valentine to see what she has to say with them.
Rich, what a match. How did you feel you pulled it off tonight?
That match was insane. My heart is pumping right now. I really don't know what happened down there. I just know my instincts kicked in. I was able to keep Salt at bay, getting into that tight spot for that second almost in cap right there was going to be able to get that last in cap at the last second. If you look at that very carefully, it said incapacitated right when it said time was up. So I got that in cap at the last second.
Wow. It was a nail biter for sure. Salt, what do you think led to your defeat tonight? What happened?
Salt, you there?
Salt?
Well, I just could not get in and get that open like I wanted. I thought trying a different HP attack would help, but I just couldn't get that to work as well. Overall, I just could not get that gap closed like I wanted.
Oh, yeah, that can be a tricky thing. One thing is for sure, this war, it's far from over. Back to you, Hero.
Thank you, Valentine. Jaeger, do you have any final thoughts on what just went down?
This was definitely a pretty tough situation for Salt. It could have gone either way, actually, if he'd managed to land all the combos that he wanted to. But with Rich adding all that pressure, it was a pretty tough match for him. But GG to both players.
Yeah, it was a good match all the way around. Good games for both of them. And I'm kind of agreeing with Salt here. I mean, I know he was trying a different strategy, but I think if he would use a HP attack he was very familiar with and know how to use, he may have came out on top.
I think he was more focused, he was more thinking along the lines that Rich would be more stationary, but that kind of changed when Rich realized what his HP attack was. So that definitely played a big part in it.
Definitely. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This has been the Salty Chillers Entertainment Sports Network, signing off. As for next week's matchup, we have ourselves Jaeger versus Salt. Don't want to miss that match, guys. See you next time.
God, for the ones that we shelter will always be ready.